outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody way. We the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni again it hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You don't pretend. You don't lie. You don't be gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gon' stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. My I win and alhamdulillah. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking. But we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you ride it like...
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength. He's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Mahomes on the bootleg.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes the catch.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
14 yards into Chicago, first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Now Fields.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now here's Trenton Gill now.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you
rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So his first sack of the game, but CD, not his first of the season. He has shown an ability to get after the quarterback here early in his rookie year.
Yeah, and that just goes along with everything else we already knew about him. We knew his ability to tackle and to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. But any kind of pass rush you get almost seems like a bonus. I think they'll use him that way a lot more moving forward.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Caught by Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, Herbert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
Here's Jones. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did see.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
Yellow.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now here's Mahomes. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
To throw is Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Now it's Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Cairo Santos, former Chiefs kicker, on for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught left side, it's Beckham. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
"39 yards on the punt, give them just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Chicago Bears.
A give right side now to Hunt. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Was Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Herbert, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Khalil Herbert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Jones. Oh, what a move.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Fields. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. Man open is Robinson. And he is going to have the Bears first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Off play action, Fields. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They run for it with Hunt. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mahomes.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here's Fields. Able to find Kmet. And he's brought down at midfield. So the first play of the drive, not only do they get the first down, but a big chunk of yardage. And looking pretty good here.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Fields. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
From the 50, here's Fields.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
To the air again, Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
First throw in overtime by Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They run right side with Hunt. Dances by him.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 109 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a first down.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They run again with Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yard line, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Fields.
It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw.
This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good.
I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up till like a telephone. Cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands that me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole. See what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here, I'm the real truth.